Okay. So welcome to Hindi class. We are doing this is the intermediate Hindi class on January 6th to 2025. So happy new year to everybody who is here in class Zoom room with me live, and those of you who are joining us from YouTube. Today we are going to learn how to give commands to people, to tell people to do something. Okay. So everybody can see my page, guys. Okay, now we have three forms of you in Hindi, right? We have tu, and we have tum, and we have aap. Depending upon the verbs are conjugated differently. Okay, so we will look at the first verb, to play. Anybody knows what is the Hindi word to play? Yes, Arav, tell me.
खेलना
Khelna, khelna. Okay, so let's go and write down khelna as the root. Oh, as the infinitive. So what is the root? Root is that we take off the na. So when we take off na from khelna, it becomes khel. Okay, and then we go and say, if you're talking to somebody and you say you, so you'll say tu. So you'll say tu khel. Now what does it say? Tu plus nothing, which means you just simply say tu and the root itself. So you'll simply say khel. Okay. And with tum, it will be, you have to add o. Now where do you add o? You add o to the root. So khel plus o becomes
खेलो
khelo. Khelo. So the root will become khelo. Similarly, aap, khel plus ie will become kheliye. So go and write these three down, and then I'll show you an example.
okay.
Okay. Did everybody finish writing? Okay. Show me a thumb when you have finished writing. Good. Payal. So Ishan finish. Okay, good. So now, give me a minute. One more thing I need to do. I need to rename Ishan because I'll keep on calling him Sanjeev by his father's name. Every now and then I'll forget. Ishan. Okay. So now let's look at this. Let's open a new Word file. And let's say we are asking Arav, we are telling Arav play chess. Or rather we are telling Arav, you play chess. Right? If you are translating this sentence. Now, what we know is we can translate this sentence in three different ways, depending upon what is the Hindi word for you we are using. We can say tu, we can say tum, and we can say up. Okay. So now if we are using tu, we will say tu Arav, tu chess khel. Okay, tu chess khel. And if we are using tum, we will say Arav, tum chess khelo. And if we are saying aap, we'll say Arav, aap chess kheliye. So understood these three sentences? Depending upon what format of you are using, the three sentences will change. Got questions about this? No need to write this down, just listen to it. Okay? Everybody understands this? Okay? So that is what we are talking in the yellow book. So in the yellow book page, I'm only giving the verb, but the entire sentence, that's how it will look. So let's look at the next verb. Ishan, what is the Hindi word for swimming?
तैरना,
Terna. Okay. So let's go and write down terna. Now, what is the root of terna? Which means you have to take off the na. Tell me, Ishan. Keep off mute, Ishan. Don't go on mute.
तैर,
Ter. Okay, ter. And then tu will
तू
be
तैर,
tu ter, tum
तैरो
tero. So to ter
और
you have to
आप
add
तैरिए,
o. So tum tero and aap
तैरिए,
teriye. So go and write that down. Okay, teriye. I think the spelling is wrong, so I'll correct it. Aap teriye. Okay, so go and copy that down. Okay, Ara finished, Payal finished. Let's wait for Ishan to finish. Okay, Ishan also finished. So now, Payal, if you were asking Ishan to swim, how would you say that using all three formats? So if you said Ishan, you swim, let's say you swim today, how would you say? Give me the sentences, Payal, if you can.
Oh, for the
Mm-hmm.
ईशान तू आज तैर
There, very good. Tum,
ईशान तू आज तैरो
tero, and aap,
and then ईशान आप आज तैरिए.
teriye. Okay, so those are three sentences. Fine, easy enough. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's get the file. Okay, next one to shower. Ara, what is the Hindi word for showering? Ishan, what is the Hindi word for showering or taking a bath?
नहाना,
Nahana. Okay, now Arav, give me the root of nahana. Naha. And then give me the three formats. Tu,
the na,
tu naha. Tum, add O to it. Tum
naha,
naha. Nahao. Now, what will happen to nahao? Because this is ending with an A sound, you have to write O by itself. Tum nahao. And aap, Arav,
uh, uh, nine,
nahaiye. Okay, so everybody repeat these with me. Tu naha, keep on writing and also repeating. Tu naha. Arav, repeat it louder. Tu naha.
two naha,
Tum nahao.
now,
Aap nahaiye.
naye.
Okay, go and write this down. Okay. Show me a thumb when you're done writing.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Why do we add the, like for Nahao, why do we add like the full O?
Why do we add the full? Oh, very good question. I thought I should go over this. Okay, so let me explain this. So in Hindi, there are. Let me bring the. Let me bring the blank sheet. So what happens in Hindi? We have 12 matras. Insert a table with. To insert a table. Number of columns is going to be 3, 13. Okay, so in Hindi there are two types of there are vowels and there are consonants. Like in English you have A, E, I, O, U, right? 5 vowels. In Hindi we have 12 vowels. A, E, U, A, O, Aha. Okay, Ishan, you probably had learned them somewhere else, right? This class I have done this, but maybe I do not know if Payal and everybody remembers. But we have 12 vowels, okay? So, give me a minute. Let me see if I can find a copy of these 12 vowels quickly. Otherwise, I'll have to write them down. I don't think I have it. So let's go and build this chart. I have a chart somewhere, but I don't remember. So in Hindi, first of all, there is something called as full letters and half letters. Ishan, you're familiar with half letters?
Are they just like the the consonants without like the vowel sound like
Yeah, yeah.
that?
So, for example, how does the Hindi Varnmala go? It goes ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. So every letter when you hear it, it is ka, ga. You're actually hearing at the end. So what we say is that actually there is something called as half letter ka is k. Half k is called k. Okay. So think about k. This is now obviously it won't show as k. How do we write half k is, I have to bring paint for this to show it to you all. So this is how we write k, right? Now any letter, what we do is we write the letter and we put a little line below it. And this line is called halant, which makes it half. So this letter is pronounced as k and this is pronounced as k. Similarly, g. Now there is another way also. What we do is we write k and we finish it doing this. This is also half letter. Now let's look at g or any letter generally which has a second line besides it. Okay. In that case, How do we write half letter? We simply write the first part. We don't write the line and it becomes half letter. So this is G and the half letter is G. Okay. Now how are full letters formed? Full letters are formed by adding the half letter, which means we take this K and to that we add A. And what we get is the full K. I think it's not allowing me to write here. Let's see. Yeah, it is. So K. So what we'll say, K combines with A to get K. Okay. Similarly, K, this K now combines with A. Okay. To form Ka. Okay. Now, as you will go further, what you will realize in this pattern is K combines with E to become Ki. Okay. Now, in this pattern, this is called Barakhadi. Have you remembered, Ishan, do you remember doing this with any teacher before this? Ka, ka, ki, ku, ku, ke, ke, ko, kau, kam, kaha, all 12 of them. I'm sorry.
I think, yeah.
Okay. Payal and Arav, do you all remember doing this with me at some point in the class? Okay. Now, in this, if you see all the times what we are taking one of the consonants, which is K or G, and combining with a vowel. Never ever we are taking two vowels and combining them. We are not ever doing A plus E. Now, what happens is you cannot combine two vowels. So, when you have two vowels together, you have to write them one after another. So, why am I telling you this? Your question was, why Nahao am I putting O separate? Because, going back to our page, if you see, in Khel, this ends with A, right? So, L plus O becomes Lo. R plus O becomes Ro. Tero. But aha already has A in it. So A cannot be combined with O. That is the reason we have to write it separately. Did I explain it enough or you did not understand this? You did? Okay. Arav and Payal, you all have questions about it? Did you all understand this? Okay. So we have these Naha. Let's repeat these. Arav, repeat with me. Tu Naha.
Naha.
Tum Nahao.
Nahao.
Aap Nahaiye.
Apnaiye.
Okay, very good. Now, Arav, let's go back and let's go to our document again, the other Word document. And this time, give me a minute. So, if I have to tell Payal, let's go to English, which is faster and you'll understand it. You shower with hot water. Okay. So using this format of tu, tum and aap, Arav, how would you tell Payal to shower with hot water?
I'll.
Payal? The first sentence has to begin with tu because we are following the tu format.
To garam pani se.
Garam pani se.
Now.
No, not nahao, because with tu what
Naha.
comes? Naha. 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 Okay? Tu garam pani se naha. What will it be with tum?
Ayo tum garam pani se now.
Pani se naha. Nahao. And with aap?
Ayo ab garam pani se nahaliye.
Nahaiye. Okay? Aap garam pani se nahaiye. Now, notice here, we had earlier talked about the ta form and the ya form. Nahata, nahati. It changes for boys and girls, right? But when we are talking about a command format, it is not a ta format, it doesn't change for boys and girls. It stays the same. So instead of Payal, if I was telling this to Ishan, I would still say, Tu garam pani se naha, tum garam pani se nahao, aap garam pani se nahaiye. It wouldn't change for girls and boys. So this format of verbs is called the command format, where you're telling somebody, giving somebody a command, telling them to do something. So this type of conjugation does not change whether you're talking to a girl or whether you're talking to a boy. Understood this? Okay, so that is why Ara, the first time you told me you are not sure whether you should say naha or nahi, or you are like trying to make it feminine. Okay, but it doesn't change. Okay. Okay, so let's go back. Let's do the next verb. To sleep. Payal, what is the Hindi word for sleeping?
Sona.
Sona. So everybody go and write down sona. Now what is the root of the word sona?
So.
So. Now I want you all to think about this again. Remember, we said when it ends in a sound like khel and ra, the endings will combine. But it ends in any other sound. It doesn't end in a, it ends in any other sound. For example, here in a, what does so end in? O. Then you have to write it separately. What I mean by that is, so tu will be, Payal, can you
So.
guess? Tu so, and then tum. So what you have to do is first always write the root. The root will be so, right? Okay. And then since it's ending with O sound, you simply have to write this O after it. So O.
So.
So O.
So it's so.
So. But normally when you speak, we say very fast so. You don't hear so and O separately, but it actually is so O. Tum so O. And
Then
aap will
wouldn't
be. Yeah, go ahead, Ishan.
then wouldn't for tu form and tum form be the same, almost the
No.
same?
No, tu is tu so. Tum so O. There's a little
So
jerk when you're saying it's so O. Now when we are speaking, particularly if you are a native Hindi speaker, we say it so fast, it sounds as we are saying this, but no, we are not. Grammatically, we have to say this so O. Tum so O. Okay? Okay, and finally, Payal, what will be with aap?
So yeah.
Aap soiye. So again, we'll have so and EA will come separately. Okay, next one. Okay, finish writing this one. Show me a thumb when you're done writing. Okay, I'm waiting for Payal to finish. Well done. Okay, so next, To come. Ishan, what is the Hindi word to come?
Ana.
Ana. And the root will be
Ah.
a. So we will say tu. Ishan, give me the three formats. Tu,
Tu a.
tu a, tum,
Tum ao.
tum आओ, and
Aye.
आप आइए. Okay, go and write these down. Okay, Payal, how would you tell your mother using these three formats to come home? Mom, come home.
माँ तू घर आ
माँ तू घर आ. Next.
माँ तुम घर आओ
माँ तुम घर आओ. Third.
माँ आप घर आइए.
माँ आप घर आइए. Okay. Okay, good. So you all sort of have guessed now how to do this. So let's go, and this now we'll only do the first column. So Payal, what is the Hindi word for going?
जाना.
Jana. So just write the first column, and rest you all will finish as homework on your own. I think you all will figure it out. Ara, what is the Hindi word for cooking?
A cow.
No, pakana. And Ishan, what is the Hindi word for singing?
Gana.
Gana. Okay, so go and just write the first columns, and then rest will be homework. Okay. Show me a thumb when you all finish writing. Okay, not everything. I don't do the homework now. Only the first column, 3 words. Rest you all do later. Okay. Okay. Next page. This page you all are going to find the Hindi words for these English words. This is homework. I'm not going to do it now. We'll check next week. Okay. Let's go to this page and let's just again do the first column. So let's go to Arav. What is the Hindi word to open? So we're on page 179. Kholna. So go and write kholna. Okay. Payal, Hindi word for closing. To close. How do you say close the door, for example?
दरवाज़ा बंद करो.
Band. Band
ना.
karna. Band karna. Now it gets split into
Okay.
2 words. Right? It gets split into 2 words. Band karna. Okay. So go and write band karna. So now what happens in this case, when these 2 words, we only do conjugation of the last word karna. So the root of band karna will be band kar. So Ishan, give me the 3 formats. Tu, How would you say?
तू बंद
How would you?
कर.
Tu band kar. So tu darwaza band kar, for example. And then with tum,
तुम तुम बंद करो और
तुम
आप बंद
दरवाजा बंद
करिए.
करो. तुम दरवाजा बंद करो. And
आप बंद करिए.
आप दरवाजा बंद करिए. Now, with करिए, we normally don't use करिए. We say another format which is कीजिए. Some people do say kariye, but kijiye is a better format. So I want you all to write down kijiye and say this one is a good one. Put a tick or something after that, saying that kijiye is a better form. Now there's a third format also which I should tell you all here, which is kare. Let me make this small and let me write it down. And then there is a third format, करें. Oh, I'm writing in English. I have to write in Hindi. करें. So which ones are considered better? कीजिए and करें are considered more politer. Not that kariye is not right. You can say kariye also fine, but we tend to use kijiye the most. Okay. Now, here's a little variant of this. In Hindi, we tend to say kijiye. In Urdu, we tend to say kare. Okay. But this is a little minor difference. So it's not a big deal. But I want you all to write all three of them down. Okay, done writing? Okay, so Arav, give me the Hindi word to sit.
बैठना.
Baithna. And the rest of this you all will finish as homework. Ishan, Hindi word to get up. After you have been sitting, to get up.
उठना.
Uthna. Now this could also mean getting up from sleep. Okay, uthna. Now what is the Hindi word for stand? Yes, Arav.
On our books, it says to stand and again 2 times.
Yeah, so we'll go to the stand. Arav, tell me the Hindi word for standing.
खड़े.
Khade.
खड़े. खड़े ना.
No, there's something else. Payal, can you tell me what is the Hindi word for stand? Khade.
Khareja.
No, it'll be khada rehna.
Khara.
Khada rehna. Okay? Khada rehna. Now this one, write down khada rehna and then Payal, you give me all the formats. What will be the root?
Root.
What will be the root of khada rehna?
Kara. Re.
Khada rehe. Khada rehe. And tu khada rehe. And tum, what will be with?
Kara. Re. Ho.
Now, what will happen to this word khada, because it's ending with a sound, it will become oblique. So, tum khade raho. It will change. Okay? And aap,
Is it like the same thing as tum where it turns oblique?
so tell me what will be with aap.
Kare. Re.
Aap khade rahiye. Okay? So now sometimes these will change. Okay? Yes, Arav.
Wait, never mind, actually.
Okay? So go and copy these down, because these are because now when the verbs start getting into two different words, you will start sometimes seeing these oblique formations. Okay, Ishan, I do not know if you know you understand the word oblique. What happens is when we have a word which ends in the a sound like khada, okay? When we use it in plurals, then the khada becomes khade. So this khade is called as oblique format. Okay? So go and finish writing this one. Okay, next to ask. Ishan, what is the Hindi word for asking?
Mm, I think it's Puchna.
Puchna. Okay, go and write Puchna. And rest you all will do as homework. Arav, Hindi word to give an answer.
Uh,
What is the Hindi word for answer? Arav? Just answer.
सवाल की
Sawal is question. What is the answer? Payal, what is the answer?
Wait, I just remembered it.
It was on your test also, right? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Ishan, Hindi word for answer?
जवाब देना.
Jawab dena, right? Jawab dena. Or uttar dena. Uttar is Hindi and jawab is Urdu. Okay, uttar dena or jawab dena. So now, Arav, give me the let's Payal give me the three formats this time. Using jawab. What will be the root?
जवाब दे.
Jawab de. Yes, simple. Jawab de. Or uttar
same
de. And tell me. And same thing for the tu. Tu jawab de. Tu uttar de. And with tum.
तुम जवाब दे.
O.
De.
So it'll be O. So do. It's a
Do.
little changed here because dena is not a regular verb. And then aap, jawab,
आप जवाब दे.
dijiye. So again, it will change. Okay, so these are irregular. Okay, dena is irregular verb. It doesn't follow the regular pattern. So now again, dena could be two ways: uttar de or dijiye. Now wait a minute. Over de in aap, there should be a dot. Uttar de. So go and write these down. Show me a thumb when you're all done writing. Okay, Ara, what is the Hindi word to call?
बुलाना.
Bulana. And that one is regular, so you all can do it on your own as homework. Okay, everybody show me a thumb when you are finished writing. Don't do the homework right now, you all can do it later. Only whatever you see on the screen written, only that much you all finish right now. Okay, so let me stop the recording. Thank you everybody who joined us on on YouTube or other social media today, and we will see you all next week again. So let's stop the stream.